Hey cuties, what's up? We are back with some more reactions after dark, and of course we're going to be watching Darkest Corners of the Internet 4 by Question. I'm just going to assume this is going to be too loud, so I'm going to turn that down now. But yeah, obviously, like I said, I wanted to do every one of these every day, so we're doing 4 today, 5 tomorrow, 6 the day after that. But if you didn't read my post yesterday, Darkest Corners 3 didn't go up yesterday because I did record it, I did upload it, but I feel like not that long after it went up, YouTube sent me a message. I was actually streaming at the time, but I still looked at the message and said it like a video had violated their YouTube guidelines or something, and it was removed. And I was like, what are they talking about? And it was like the newest, darkest corners of the Internet 3 reaction. And it was because of a specific video in that video of his that is what got my video hit. I'm assuming nobody got to watch that video before it got taken down, because I feel like it was like almost instantly as it went live. I'm not sure, so if you're one of the lucky people who actually got to watch it before it was shut down, then congratulations. But it sucks, but it's not that big of a deal, right? It's just like, why is Question's video still live if my video gets immediately taken down? It's probably just because his video was posted before mine, so it's not like looking for that specific video, right? They'd probably added the AI to be like, hey, don't let anyone look at or post or talk about this video after he already posted the video, is what I'm saying. So that's why his is still up and why I got in trouble. It's because YouTube doesn't know that he has that video on his video. I mean, it's understandable. It is a video that even in that reaction I was saying, also we should probably just have like the QT here on the screen because I'm going to be talking. Who knows how long I'm going to be talking for about this. Even in that reaction, because of course you didn't get to see it, I was saying I never want to be remembered of that incident again, even though it's just a guy coming up to an elderly man and talking to him and saying, you know, what's about to happen to him is because of his girlfriend or wife or something. He had some sort of issues with some woman, and then he took it out on some random old man instead of her, even though he shouldn't have taken it out on her either. But he just found a random old man and got rid of him on camera, which obviously he didn't show that on his video, but I think the violation was can include showing someone right before they initiate the act of doing that to somebody, right? Getting rid of somebody is enough. Though I feel like so many of these videos are, you know, moments before death, and thus sometimes that includes someone filming themselves right before they do the act. So I feel like some of these videos are going to be rough. I don't know if it's Blame on Jorge or Lazy or Nick. Someone posted a video of journalists reporting their own deaths video, and I feel like I'm going to get in trouble if I watch that now. I already got that in trouble for the last question video, so am I not going to get in trouble for watching something like that? Like, what is the where is the line drawn for that kind of stuff? So that's what happened yesterday. That's why there's no third video. It's because of that specific video, which is fine. Again, like I said, I never want to be reminded that that is something that existed, that video that existed, that happened to somebody. So I'm fine with that. Again, maybe, hopefully I can forget that happened to that old man, question mark. But yeah, we can go ahead and get into it now. As usual, disclaimer, the following video may contain sensitive topics such as sensitive events and strange images and videos. Viewer discretion is advised. Please, no more videos that are going to get me a guideline violation. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to heavily cut the beginning of this video out, because we had this one. The first video is about this guy who's just sitting on his porch, but then just a random act of gang violence happened towards him. Like, I don't think the guy was a bad guy. He was just like a normal dude, but then got taken out by random gang violence live on his phone. Like, he was live streaming on his phone, and just a drive-by happened, I'm guessing, and like got rid of him. But because of what happened yesterday with my video getting immediately taken down, I'm like, there's no way I can keep that in, because it's question does not censor the gunshots in the background. So it's just like multiple, just constant gunfire in the background of the video. So, I mean, just as the man is being unalived, question mark. So I was like, I can't keep that. I didn't record the gunfire part, but I feel like just even like a little bit beforehand, because the bit beforehand is what got me in trouble yesterday. So I'm just cutting the whole thing out, even more so because the second thing, Instagram Gravedigger here, is uncensored human remains, just skeleton bones and whatnot. And I have to assume that watching someone dig up a corpse, like skeletons, is also not acceptable on YouTube. And like, just because he got away with it 9 months ago does not mean I can get away with it. So I'm sorry that we had to skip all the way to the third subject of this video. But it's just like, okay, I'm not keeping gunfire, like a gang violence in the video. I'm not showing human remains on the channel. I have to hope that YouTube doesn't take it down on YouTube, because I'm going to upload it to YouTube and then cut out like the beginning with an editor on YouTube. But yeah, it's just like, questions are really making it hard for me to keep this video going. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what, screw it, or I'm just not gonna commit to the bit of doing all of these videos, because I literally can't. Like, YouTube will kill me. But I'm going to keep going. We're caught on film is what's next, whatever this may be, or is what we're starting off with for your perspective.
In 2011, local news stations were covering a missing persons case in Georgia. A young woman named Lauren Giddens, a law school graduate, had vanished without a trace. Her apartment was undisturbed, her car was still there, and the neighbors were concerned. One of them even agreed to an on-camera review. Quite a review? Man named Stephen McDaniel.
I feel like this is going to be the guy who did it. If there's something to have been done.
One of the most chilling self-incriminations ever caught on live TV.
Oof.
Stephen McDaniel wasn't just a neighbor. He lived next door to Lauren, the same apartment complex and shared walls. To anyone watching, he seemed harmless, soft-spoken, nerdy even, but somewhat slightly off. He gave the impression of a concerned classmate trying to help, but underneath, he was hiding something horrific. He spoke in past tense, which is odd for someone who still believed Lauren was missing and not dead.
Sure.
During the interview, something happened. The news crew received a live update. The police had discovered her body.
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time?
What email? Like, is that the thing, or is it just the fact that he's going to say something else? Because what do you mean email? How do you know that? Is that information that we're supposed to know? Is that public information?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I've always heard noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see her?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much.
He said she's nice as can be, like, not she was nice, so he's not necessarily speaking past tense constantly.
Person. Do you know anybody any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because, I mean, we went We went over, one of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of, I think that's where they had recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you
Okay.
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to be like, her to just drop. They think they found a body, and his attitude completely just shuts down. He's like having a panic attack live on camera.
That's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
Her body was found in a nearby garbage can, and the reporter relays the news casually. And Stephen McDaniel's face tells us everything. In real time, we watch his mask fall off. He stutters. He takes a step back. His breathing quickens. His entire demeanor shifts from helpful neighbor to frozen panic.
Yeah, though, I mean, we already have been told that he's the bad guy, but in a real situation where you know that, I guess, I don't know, your friend is missing, question mark, and you still assume that they're missing, and then you're just told nonchalantly that they found a body, would this not be your reaction to being told that they may have found the body of your friend? Like, oh my god, my friend's dead, and why would you not have a panic attack and be like, exactly this guy? But again, we already know he's bad, so, because that was spoiled, so we know that his reaction is because they found the body and now he knows he's in trouble.
He clutches his chest, as if he just realized the walls are closing in. And so
again, I feel like a normal human being who had just heard that their friend died would also freak out in the same way and then want, like, have a panic attack and then want to, like, have a sit down and, like, are not okay. Like, she asked if he was okay and he's like, no. Like, I feel like that's a normal reaction that someone would to have to their friend, or thinking their friend has been found dead.
it's all caught on tape. Behind the
Like, we're looking at this with hindsight, right?
walls are closing in, and it's all caught on tape. Behind the awkward exterior, Stephen McDaniel was harboring a dark obsession. He'd been stalking Lauren for months, peering into her apartment, reading her emails, and fantasizing about her. And on June 26, 2011, he broke into her apartment, strangled her, and
I didn't even realize it was 2011, so long ago.
dismembered her body. He scattered the remains across campus and dumped the torso in a trash bin mere feet from where the reporters would later interview him. After his arrest, police uncovered his internet history, and it was disturbing. He visited forums about voyeurism. He had written violent stories, including one eerily similar to Lauren's actual murder. He even posted under an alias online, posing as other people, to ask about disposing of bodies. McDaniel didn't just commit the crime, he documented his obsession in the darkest corners of the web. Stephen eventually confessed. He pleaded guilty to murder and received a life sentence without parole.
Okay, life, not death, though.
With that moment on live television, where guilt pierced through the cracks, was carefully
Yeah, it is weird to see someone, like, actually just, he said mask off, but just completely 180 how their attitude, like, in real time like that. Like, I don't know if I've seen anything like that, where someone is just, you know, I'm just a helpful neighbor, and, like, I don't know what's going on, like, I don't know where she's at, nobody's seen her, and then just immediately, like, just shut down at the thought that she's been found. But it's like, it's not like he tried to hide it that well. Like, he like, it's so messed up to say something like this, but he just, you know, hid the pieces all over the place, right? It's not like he was trying to get rid of the evidence completely. He just put them into different places that would eventually be found. So I don't know.
rehearsed persona, That's what people remember. Sometimes the internet shows us the worst of people. Other times it's a local news broadcast that reveals a true monster. Stephen McDaniel thought he was getting away with it, but his own body betrayed him.
Oh, really lingering on that ambiance there. Buried in ash. I feel like this is going to be like a live video of someone, you know, literally buried in ash.
On the morning of May 18th, 1980, the Earth split right open in Washington
1980, jeez.
State. Mount St. Helens erupted violently, ripping 1,300 feet off its summit and releasing the deadliest volcanic disaster in U.S. history. 57 people were killed, and one man found himself in the middle of it all. Dave Crockett is a reporter for KOMO News in Seattle.
Is this going to be like the guy who recorded a volcano because he knew he was going to die? He couldn't get away in time, so he was just like, I might as well just get the perfect film of this. I don't know, I guess for prosperity or whatever.
Curious, ambitious, and always chasing the next story. Faster than a jetliner.
Huh?
Buried underneath falling the next
The heck?
story. Faster than a jetliner.
Okay, yeah, he goofed up his editing here. This is a mistake on questions part.
Buried underneath falling trees and blinded by darkness, he pulled out his camera and started filming.
We have no clue where this went because it just jumped into the middle of his telling of the events.
The footage is raw, not news ready, and it was just a man panicking for 6 agonizing hours. A rescue team found him clinging to life near a river. He was burned, dazed, and traumatized, but alive. The footage he kept within the abyss itself.
What is with the editing with this? Question? Amputee blog. Okay, so this is all goofed up. So I don't know if he must have had to cut out something here, or I don't know. He goofed up the editing because I don't know what is happening here. Yeah, and that was weird. Again, this is like more things about, should I even upload this? I mean, this is interesting, like seeing this guy like literally soul leave his body live on camera. But this video is just like nothing, right? Because it got cut.
The scariest things on the internet aren't hidden in the dark web. They're sitting right in front of you, on websites anyone can access. And that's what exactly one user claimed in a dark web thread before dropping a link, not to an Onion page, not to a private forum, but to an old
I did want to see this actually, so we're going to keep pushing through.
archive GeoCities site. The page was titled, Carol's DPE Amputee Plan. And what it contains is one of the strangest, most disturbing personal blogs to ever exist online. It's 2001. The internet is still in its awkward teenage years. Carol, a 21-year-old woman, publishes her detailed, obsessive desire to become a DPE amputee. Not because of any accident, not due to any illness, she just wants to lose both her healthy arms. She repeats phrases over
Yeah, it's just, am I allowed to say the word fetish? Question mark.
and over again. I'll be just like Rob's ex, and he'll be proud of me.
Who?
The site reads like a mix between surgical diary and a fetish blog. She talks about upcoming accident, where she'll lose both her hands while helping her fiancé, Rob, with construction work. She knows no doctor will willingly amputate healthy limbs, so she'll have to do it to herself. Stage the perfect accident. Then, just weeks before the supposed incident was supposed to happen, the site goes dark. No more updates, no more posts, and Carol disappears.
I mean, how is she supposed to write a post if she has no arms, right?
Was she serious? Did she follow through? And did she actually mutilate herself for love or for fetish?
Well, I don't know if it's love. I think it's the second, right? It's the latter.
Internet users from early 2000s message boards began speculating. Some thought it was fiction, others said no, it was too detailed, too committed, and it perfectly matches the real behavior of people with body integrity identity disorder, or BIID for short. A rare but very real condition where individuals feel certain body parts are alien and want them removed. Years later, more fragments began to surface. Archived blog posts under the name Carol were found on another text dump site in Edda. A long, emotionally intense story was uploaded describing her accident, a building collapse where her hands were severed beneath concrete. She describes the pain, the blood, and the euphoria, all written in a cold, calm tone like it was a diary entry. Some users found ties between the names Carol and Rob and real people from New England, people who were alive and seemingly well. Others suggested Carol may have been a fictional persona created by Rob himself, or perhaps a shared writing fantasy between the two. And then there was a blog found years later, booklovers.blogpost, that also detailed admiration for Dorn's number 5 hooks, again fixated on women with amputations. This begs the question of, could this be the same person resurfaced under a new alias? Eventually, people on the internet claim they have tracked down the real Carol. She's not missing, she's not dead, and she still has both her arms.
Okay, I mean, that would be good if she still has both of her arms. Though, where does the... Is it called a kigurumi? The head, anime head thing? Or is it just like a kig? I know you can just call it a kig, but there's like the pajamas that also have kind of like the same name too. So I don't know if that's the name of the pajamas, the full onesie animal pajamas, or is that the name of the anime girl head that you put over on yourself, like it's like a full head mask or helmet, because that's what's on the thumbnail, and that's what's going to show up back there at the end, because I've already like scrolled and looked at like what shows up there. So is this going to be Carol like wearing a kig with her arms removed?
According to their findings, she's now in her 40s, living quietly as a mom in New England. She gardens, writes poetry, and occasionally posts online.
Well, you'd hope becoming a mom would make you not want to remove your arms.
Some believe the amputation fantasy was a product of mental illness or intense fixation, possibly introduced or encouraged by Rob. And the most haunting part was, she never publicly acknowledged any of it. No one truly knows how much of her story was fantasy, or how much was actually planned. And on the surface, this is just an old blog, a relic of early web weirdness. But beneath it lies something deeper. Questions about obsession, identity, autonomy, and how the internet gives spaces to desires the real world rejects. Carol's story is terrifying not because it's bloody or violent, it's terrifying because it's intimate, methodical, possibly even real.
I'm guessing that's the end of that story, so that had nothing to do with the... Okay, it is kigurumi. So, kigurumi mask video. So this has nothing to do with the amputee, so at least we ain't mixing fetishes together, but what could this even be? This is the main thumbnail, so I want to know what this is.
I came across a video titled Cursed Video, and I still don't even know what I watched.
Cursed video? We probably don't want to watch this then.
It's short, only about a minute long, but it sticks with you, like a bad dream you can't describe. The kind of video that doesn't show anything violent, it doesn't even explain anything, it just exists. Somehow, that's worse. The first clip looks like a performance or maybe a fetish video. The person...
See, this is why I was saying, like, is this person the one without the arms? But no. They're just behind their back.
...sits still, completely covered in a full bodysuit with an anime-style origami mask.
Yeah, whenever you wear these kigurumi masks, usually they have some sort of, like he said, full bodysuit. There's a full body thing that covers your entire body. Like this here isn't their skin. It's just a full body. I don't know, is it latex or like silk or something that just covers everything? So to smooth out your skin is what I would assume is why you're doing it, right? To make yourself look more anime, more fake? Question mark. I would assume a lot of the time it's because it's like, no offense, but like guys, in these, so they're doing this to get their skin to look nicer. They're wearing padding there, of course, and then they have the kig on.
Their arms are bound, and they don't move, and they don't speak.
I can't tell if there's something in the wall here. Like, this looks like a cutout here, but like this is a wall, but is this a cutout into a different room? It must be.
It's surreal, unsettling. Something about the face, the mask, it triggers a deep, primal discomfort.
It's just fetish stuff. It's no big deal.
Traced it back to a forgotten YouTube video, now archived. And it turns out this isn't unique. There's a whole niche subculture online centered around the origami mask, not just for cosplay, but for something deeper. Some add restraints, and for some, it's a fetish, and for others, it's performance. But when taken out of context and edited in the way the video is, it becomes something else entirely.
Yeah, it's just like a kidnapped anime girl kind of fetish thing happening here. That's all it is.
These kind of videos have no jump scares, no blood, no explanation. But they haunt people more than most horror movies. Why?
Does it?
Because they could be real.
Mm.
Because they leave you with more questions than answers.
I don't know about that. Of course, we have this again. So we didn't get to see this last time because YouTube deleted the video, but he had this comment section at the last one. Commentaries like Necrowley, robbing a bank for funsies is insane. This happened in the last video. A rich kid went to go rob a bank. He was talking to him about it on 4chan. Actually got away with it for a while until he got caught, but only spent 2 years in jail for a federal crime because it turns out that he's actually really rich, and I guess he's like a nepo baby, question mark, even I hate using that word. And what I was saying is he was just doing it for the thrill, right? Because being born into money, you might be born into complete boredom. And I'm going to talk about this again because I went on a huge talk about it in the last video that no one ever got to see because of YouTube taking it down. It's like the episode of The Twilight Zone. You have to understand it from that perspective of where it was one of the first few episodes, right? I don't think it's the first episode, but it's one of the first few where the guy thinks he's died and gone to heaven, and he's getting everything he wants. He can rob the bank and get away with it. He gets all the women that he wants. He gets all the money, all the women, all everything. And then he's like, and he wants that there's no resistance, and he's starting to become miserable out of no resistance. And then, like, at the end, the twist is like, you thought you were in heaven. This is, hell. And now you're going to live like this forever, like getting everything you want over and over and over again forever. And it's actual, possibly like complete misery. It's actual misery. It is actually miserable to get everything you want constantly with no one ever telling you no. So I was saying, like, maybe this guy, this rich dude, was like, oh, he's so bored because he has everything. So he's like, I'm just going to rob a bank, that he's so bored. And, that's what he went and did. Again, he only spent like 2 years in jail, though, and was apparently spent his time after that living in some mansion in Miami or something. I don't know. He was living in a mansion somewhere, and that's how they found out he was rich. And why it was like, oh, why did you rob a bank if you had millions and millions of dollars? Anyways, I'm glad people like you are still covering strange YouTube channels. I'm interested in true crime, but I prefer these types of mysteries. That Prophecy 5 video is unsettling. Putting it all together, you've got a guy that's into videography, a threat on somebody, and a murder weapon. I wonder if he strapped a camera to the tied up guy, stabbed him nearly to death, and recorded him trying to get away. Okay, you're just making stuff up. Prophecy 5 from the last video was almost like an ARG channel. You can still go to his channel, just look up Prophecy 5. Unfortunately, he did not keep uploading. He only uploaded like 5 videos or something. So all of those videos were in questions video, and then he just stopped. I was like, oh, why didn't you continue your like ARG analog horror? Because I thought it was just like an analog horror artsy ARG, right? So that's what it felt like. But then they stopped, and I was saying the guy had more subscribers than me, and I was saying, you're not allowed to quit YouTube if you have more subscribers than me. If I'm still here with my few subscribers after all this time, then you're not allowed to quit. You have to stay in for the rest of your life. But yeah, it seems like that guy quit because he hadn't posted in like a year. Yep, that is going to be it. This video is going to be like pretty rough to upload because I have to upload it and then cut out the first 2 parts. And then of course, well, let's get the question mark on the screen. This video is just screwed up on his end. Like, this was not my fault. This was Question's fault. Either YouTube made him cut a piece of this out, or he messed up his editing when making this video. So we really only got 2 stories out of this, because this one was just, we didn't get to see. I think this guy lived at least, so at least he got to live, but these 2 is all we got, and this 2 I can't talk about. So I'm going to upload this anyways, even though I think this is a horrible video. I understand it's a horrible video, but I'm doing it just for the sake of it. So, oof. But yep, anyways, Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, think about becoming a member, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, so we're going to watch time and subscribers, and don't forget to throw an asshole. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. You know what to do. See ya.